I thought his recent comments in Pune were really interesting, very plain-spoken, very forthright, in some ways unexpected. I mean, he talks about Chinese belligerence, totalitarianism. He talks about Beijing, agrees with the idea of might is right. He actually draws a comparison between India's inclusive posture in the Indo-Pacific to China's more exclusivist posture. He, mentions things like stealing IPR on the Chinese part, weaponization of supply chains, really kind of the gamut of issues in the India-China relationship. To me, I think that my reading is just that maybe the military is getting more and more clear-eyed on the Chinese threat. I also think that, some of that has happened politically when you look at, for example, Dr. Jaishankar's statements on the India-China relationship, how the border can no longer be, bracketed or divorced from the rest of the relationship. But this is definitely a much more emphatic statement of how you need to look at, India-China ties going forward. And, the speech that you mentioned, I actually found that speech, the one that he gave in the annual conference of the army. And then I think he also spoke to StratNewsGlobal later on the impact of the Russia-Ukraine war on India. Similarly, very candid. He actually talks about the sustenance issues that the army's had as a direct fallout of the Russia-Ukraine war, and talks about self-reliance and indigenization, the importance of that, and kind of thinking about those factors in a national security sense. Which are the partners that India is going to think about, or what it needs to do to develop its capabilities. So I think it's maybe just an appreciation of the current geostrategic environment that India finds itself in, and thinking about what those long-term choices are going to be in terms of strategy.